I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. But baby, how come you never call me? But now with MTN, I have a daily voice bundle. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle neza bei dondoro okutera network zona tunga dakika 25 arshiringi 10 zonka nyigasta emwe not star ibiri emwe hash otoraneho daily bundle ninga kozesa my MTN app ogambe aha bei dondoro aha kuba kuturi kugamba hamwe twine kizibira MTN enkora n'ubushosholeke nibikuratirwa MTN nerebero rw'ekitongole kya Uganda Communications Commission.
Abantu nyina bakibale Kagadi Kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwokuba tyansika arguza egabude obone baletera mibazi yona eyabusireira ikarano bya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai no gitoza hati nurekeraho genda mu batyansika arguza yona emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya yo musubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriroliro mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigere ulcers haniya sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa mugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija nage kazi toine iwo karwara amaino habokwane obo kabakuletera ombazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high naiwe buli kya baraza babaho nyamarunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge kandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande babakaruguza ha office zabu enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda nakasenti ko gule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abokumanya bikiraho baza nabo haziro msanju munana mukaga 13 04 00 na 0 msanju 40 kenda na 5 10 23 yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikuremera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendezo munyeto gwine oyinekizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa abateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno abafo how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakyombeko kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba ze simu 0 musanju 8 kinana na 8 musanju na musanju asatu na 8 na 0 musanju 0 mwenda nkaga na 2 kinana na 3 anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bujanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire ibire zekiro ohulirize Kdr 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondolo migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nerolerwa Uganda Communications Commission.
Man accused of beating and injuring his mother, wife released on police bond in Kivale. Kitezi tragedy, rainfall hinders rescue operations, victims call for support. UNEB orders schools to display names of registered candidates. And Tanzania opposition figure Tundu Lissu arrested in crackdown. These and more stories next in the detail. A very good evening. It is exactly 8 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to this broadcast. Now the news in detail. A 35-year-old man, Anthony Katwire, who was arrested recently for badly assaulting his biological 60-year-old mother and his wife in a domestic brawl, has been released on police bond. According to police, this has been on condition that he meets the medical bills and also assents a written apology. Katwire, a resident of Kasungwa B village in Kabasekende sub-county Kivale district, assaulted his mother Noel Naiti and his wife, only identified as Kazungu, of the same village last week after returning home drunk from Nyamugura Trading Center. Katwire has been in detention at Kabasekende police post since last week. Kdr reporters have learned that Katwire requested to resolve the matter outside the police after apologizing through a written document pledging never to repeat it. Katwire's mother was recently discharged from Kabasekende Health facility where she had been admitted. Away from that, the downpour in most parts of Kampala and Wakiso districts have today disrupted the third day of rescue operations at the collapsed Kitezi landfill. Since morning, joint rescue efforts by Uganda Police Rescue Services, the Kampala Capital City Authority and the Ministry of Transport and Works have been paused. All excavators, graders and tractors were parked, waiting for the rainfall to decrease so that the rescue efforts can safely continue. Government authorities led by the Prime Minister Robin Anabanja are expected to meet with the affected residents and local leaders to discuss providing additional support, including plans to relocate all the families from Kitezi. Hassan Kayemba, the local council one chairperson of Kitezi, has emphasized the urgent needs of his community, particularly for those displaced and currently living in tents. Residents of Kitezi are urging the government to focus on providing the comprehensive and effective resettlement plan rather than attributing blame for their initial settlement in the area.
Ate tulina entiisa nnene taata ku myaka gino gy'olanze nyina myaka 7 n'okusinziira ku myaka gino gye tulina okutya olw'abazzukulu n'abaana kubanga nze bajja kumala okunziika omwana wange batutte bagamba nti ojjawo mu bukyamu olwo namazeewo emyaka 2 bwe basengula wano mu Lusanja omazeewo emyaka 2 wano oli mupya watula mu ttaka ly'abandi obulidde ettaka eryo gye banaaba batulaga tugiririnako obukakafu nti liri mu makuba malungi tulabye bangi be basengula ku ttaka n'olaba nti basengudde ebyalo 5 kati nze ngenda kugula ku kyalo kyawo tuleke tufiire wano bwe batayina nteekateeka nnuŋŋamu tuleke tufiire wano batuziike gye batuzisiika ate ne batatawana kuziika ne baseeteeza tuleke tufiirewo bwe batayina nteekateeka nnuŋŋamu.
The Kampala Lord Mayor Arias Lukwago, who visited the scene, has expressed the urgent need for the Ugandan government to adopt modern waste management strategies similar to those used in other countries.
Engineers abakugu biri mugumu ne batugamba nti bannange Kitezi ono okumujjawo tulina kukolamu amasannyalaze ge bayita methane gas. Ono ali wano methane gas gwe tulina okukola muno era ne babalirira nga kiyinza okumalawo obuwumbi 26 bwe tutaalina. Gavumenti bwetaabutuwa ne tusalawo ne tugamba kati tugende tunoonye ba investor. Waliwo abakoleya abajja ne bagamba nti bo basobola okujja mu methane gas. System gye bakozesa okufuna methane gas mu lufuutifuuti oba mu luna science bagiyita anaerobic digestion.
At least 21 bodies have been retrieved since Saturday, with 14 casualties as the rescue operations continue. Away from that, the Electoral Commission has launched a nationwide initiative to sensitize the youth ahead of the 2026 general elections. Simon Byabakama Mugenyi, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, addressed the media today following a sensitization exercise at Nabumali High School in Nabumali Town Council, Mbale District. Byabakama explains that the Commission is currently in the Elgon region after completing activities in the Bukedi region and plans to continue across the country. The primary aim of these sensitization efforts is to raise awareness among the youth who are approaching voting age and those who are already eligible. The Commission is urging students and young people to register for voting during the upcoming National Register update to avoid involvement in election violence and participate actively in elections by competing for various positions. Biabakama also indicates that similar sensitization efforts will be extended to other groups, including the general public and religious leaders, as the 2026 general elections approach. The Uganda National Examinations Board, UNEB, has instructed all heads of centers to display the lists of candidates registered for this year's examinations. The UNEB Executive Director, Dan Odongo, says this year's mandatory period of display will run from today 12th to 11th of October this year. Parents of students studying in schools that do not have UNEB center status, Odongo says, should establish where these students have been registered and confirm that the learners have been duly registered. This is important to avoid unfortunate scenarios where students are discovered and registered at the start of the examination period. He adds that UNEB will provide an SMS option on mobile telephone handsets during the display period. One will be required to know the full index number of the candidate. Go to the SMS option on their handset, type registration, leave space, put the index number and send it to 6600. Now, moving on, in a groundbreaking development for Uganda's international trade relations, Uganda successfully sent its first ever export container to Serbia, marking a significant milestone in economic collaboration. This momentous occasion follows the establishment of the Uganda Connect Trade Hub in Belgrade last year, which aims to enhance trade ties between Uganda and Balkan region. The inaugural consignment, valued at an impressive $56,000, departed from Uganda on 18th of April this year and reached the port of Nice in Serbia on 9th of last month. This shipment, weighing a total of 20 metric tons, featured a diverse array of petroleum Ugandan products, including 1,000 kilograms of roasted coffee comprised of 80% of Robusta and 20% of Arabica, as well as 10,200 kilograms of green coffee beans, banana flour, tea leaves, Ugandan warrage, Kakira coffee, vodka, and various artisanal crafts. The successful delivery of these goods not only underscores Uganda's rich agriculture and cultural heritage, but also sets the stage for future trade endeavors. The successful execution of these exports was made possible through the dedicated efforts of Uganda's trade representative to the Balkans, Bratislav Stojkovic, who played a pivotal role in facilitating this historic transaction.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
Now for the news on the international scene, Tanzania. Tanzanian police have arrested prominent politician Tundu Lissu and two other opposition Chadema officials, the party has said. It says the three were detained yesterday in the southwestern town of Mbeya on the eve of their planned rally to mark the World Youth Day today. The reported arrests come a year after President Samia Hassan Suluhu lifted a ban on opposition gatherings and promised to restore comprehensive politics. Yesterday, the police banned the Chadema rally, saying it was intended to cause violence. The early night is 11 minutes past 8 p.m. As I wind up the newscast, take a quick look on the top stories once more. Man accused of beating and injuring his mother, wife released on police bond in Kibale. Kitezi tragedy, rainfall hinders rescue operations, victims call for support. UNEB orders schools to display names of registered candidates, and in Tanzania, Tanzanian opposition figure Tundu Lissu arrested in crackdown. That's it. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your Monday night, and please keep with us. More announcements coming up. Retired is still around. Good night.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and